Just the power of your one-way, heart-gushing amor is more than enough to pull the source to you. Parvati, all that time she was meditating on the cliff, scorching herself in the midday sun. All she had going for her was her one-way amor. There was no reciprocity coming from Shiva, the god, the impossible object of her desire, her beloved. But through the one-way, outrageous, obsessive, guzzling, heart-gushing waterfall that she generated, that in itself was enough to pull the source's favor to her and eventually pull the God himself to her. So when I tell these stories of this one-way gushing, it sounds pathetic, possibly to you. Sometimes it feels that way to me. Your brain is still functioning, saying, this is pathetic. It's so outrageous. It's hopeless. And there's no fool like an old fool, crazy for a girl half his age. It's pathetic. Yet your heart still commands you. There's no turning back. You have to follow this love story, this one-way pathetic love story, to its resolution. And in this case, I'm trespassing. A gun could go off at any second. I'm acting like a stalker. Well, eventually the people come home. Cars start pulling down the street. I start seeing some familiar faces. Oh, it turns out they had stopped at the market to stock up for the party. Now all of a sudden I'm a bad guy. Oh, geez, I didn't stop. I was so full of my amor, my heart gushing. Never occurred to me maybe I should pick up some beer, pick up some chips, pick up something for this party. I just, point A to point B, go from the club to the party. Direct line, that's how amor operates. Straight line. Before any obstacles can form. You just go straight to the destination. Well, I had gotten there before everyone else. So finally all the people come with their bags of beer and booze and food and all this stuff. So the party begins. Fortunately, no gun went off. I'm still alive. No one's called the police. There's a stalker in the neighborhood. So, okay. The party begins, and very quickly the crowd thins out. Everyone goes home. It's a work day. You're going to work tomorrow. So here we are now. It's 1 a.m., and we're down to 3 women, my beloved and 2 others. And there's 3 guys. The host and the hostess are one of the men and women, married couple. And it's my beloved and her best friend, who was stunningly beautiful as well. Good. But there's a rival, potentially, in this small group of 6. Some young guy who I met at the club and who shows up at the party, and he doesn't leave early like all the others. So all of a sudden, how's this going to play out? Maybe this young guy has his eyes fixed on her too. Well, here's where the magic unfolds. Next thing I know, the host has drawn my rival, my potential rival, into a back bedroom. He says, oh, come with me, I want to play you some music. And as my host is leaving the room with my rival, he flips on his CD player, which was a dance mix that went on for hours. And as soon as the first song comes on, this irresistible Michael Jackson dance anthem, the 4 of us, the 3 girls and me, we leap to our feet and start dancing like crazy people. So here we're back to a repeat of the Big Sur. The amor fantasy. It's better this time because now I was dancing with my beloved, and if I wanted to turn this way or turn this way, here would be her best friend, this exotic, gaspingly beautiful beauty. And my host's wife, our hostess, who was a very sexy woman. And we're all 4 of us dancing like crazy people, but needless to say, my main attention was on my beloved, and she was acknowledging me, giving herself to me at last. And what they say about dancing is another word for dancing being vertical sex. That's what my experience was, dancing all night with my beloved